Hello everyone, welcome to my new video. In this video I'm gonna show you how to create this in After Effects. Let's start. Okay guys, welcome back. I'm gonna put vector links in my description below. You can check it from there. Okay, now first let's select background and lock it. Let's start with giving animation to our clouds. Let's select all clouds and press P. Make position keyframes for all of them. Let's select the cloud 1 and go to the end. Let's move it to the right. Okay, select the cloud 2 and let's move it to the left. And cloud 3, let's move to the right. And cloud 4, let's move to like this. Let's check it. Okay, nice. And now select this moon, press P, go to the end. Let's make the keyframe and go to first second. Let's move it to down. Let's see. Nice. And now select these windows and let's link it to house. And let's select the window 1, go to effects presets and let's make animation for the light in windows. Let's search for glow and let's add it. And now let's make glow intensity keyframe and hold shift and page down, go to 10 keyframe. Let's change it to 0.3 and go one more time 10 keyframe. Let's press U to see all the keyframes and select the first keyframe, Ctrl C and Ctrl V here. And select the keyframes, make them easy. And hold Alt click here to make it loop. Press here and go to property and loop out. Let's see. Okay, it's really fast. Let's hold Alt and move to right. Let's see. Let's change the middle keyframe and let's make it 0.1. Let's see now. Nice. And now let's select the keyframes. Let's Ctrl C and select these all windows and Ctrl V. Let's see. And now select these windows, press U and see the keyframes. And let's select this one, hold Alt move to left to make random animation. And select the window 4 and let's hold Alt move to right. Let's see now. Okay, nice. And now let's close the keyframes and select all of them and press U. Now select this hand 1. Let's go to solo and move the anchor point to the down. And select the hand 2. Let's do the same. And hand 3. Let's move to here. And hand 4. Let's move it to here. And hand 5 and hand 6. And now let's animate the fingers. Let's select the hand 1 firstly. Let's go to solo, go to first second, and let's select puppet pin, or you can press Ctrl P. And let's make one puppet here and one for fingers. And now select our layer, press U to see keyframes, go to 10 keyframe with holding shift and page down. Let's select puppets and select this one, move to here, this one like this, and go 10 keyframe again. Let's select the first keyframes and Ctrl V. Select the keyframes and make them easy, or you can press F9 for that. Okay, as you see there is some problem. let's go to puppet pin again, and let's make one puppet here as well, and one here. See now? Okay, nice. And now hold Alt, let's make a loop for each of them. Okay, it's all done. Let's see. Okay, it's relatively fast. Now let's select the keyframes. And hold Alt, let's move to right. Let's see it in our animation. Okay, now let's make a random for it. Let's select the keyframes and hold Alt and select these ones. Let's move to left and this one to right. Let's see. Select this one and move to right a little bit. Let's see now. Okay, now press U and press P and go to here, make position keyframe. Let's go to first, second, and let's move to down. Select the keyframes and make them easy. See? Let's select the keyframes and go to graph editor. Let's move to like this. See? Nice. Now go to 10 keyframe. Let's select hand 1 and let's move it to down and go one more time 10 keyframe. Let's select the first keyframe and Ctrl V. And now select the keyframes. Let's go to keyframe interpolation and let's change this one to linear. See? Let's select the keyframes and go to graph editor. And let's select this one and move to right, and this one to right. See now? Okay, nice. Now select the keyframes and hold Alt, move to right. Nice. Now select keyframes and let's copy them and Ctrl V for loop animation. Let's see. Nice. Now select the hand tool. Let's go to solo and go to first, second. Let's select the puppet pin. And let's make puppets for it. Okay, nice. Now press U and go to 10 keyframe. Let's select this one, move to up, and this one to down, this one down, like this, and go 10 keyframe again. Let's copy the first keyframe and Ctrl V. And now select the keyframes and make them easy. See? Okay, nice. And now hold Alt click here to make a loop animation. Let's go to here and loop out. Okay, nice. Let's see. Okay, select the keyframes and hold Alt, move to right to make it slow. See now? Let's see it in our animation. Nice. Now let's go to here and press P, make position keyframe, and go to here. Let's move it to down. go to here and let's move it to down a little bit as well. Select the keyframes and make them easy. Let's see. And go 10 keyframe again. Let's move the hand to the down. And go one more time 10 keyframe. Let's paste this keyframe. And select the keyframes and hold Alt, move to right. And copy the keyframe to make it loop and paste. Now select these keyframes and right mouse, go to keyframe interpolation, change this one to linear. Let's see. Okay, nice. Now select hand 3, go to solo. And let's go to first, second, and select the puppet pin. Let's make puppets for it as well. Nice, now press U and go 10 keyframe. Let's select the puppets and let's move this one to down. And go one more time 10 keyframe and copy this keyframe. Select the keyframes, make them easy. And hold Alt, let's make a loop. And select the keyframes and hold Alt, move to right. Let's see. Okay, let's see it in automation. Nice. And now press P. Let's go to here and make position keyframe. Go to here and move to down. Select the keyframes and make them easy. Go to here and go to 10 keyframe. Let's move it a little bit and go one more time 10 keyframe. Let's copy the first keyframe and select the keyframes, hold Alt, move to right, copy the keyframes and let's paste it again. Select the keyframes and right mouse, keyframe interpolation and select the linear. Now let's see. Okay, nice. Now select the hand 4, let's go to solo and go to first, second. Let's select the puppet pin again and let's make puppets. Okay, it's done. Now select hand 4 again and press U. Go to 10 keyframe with holding shift and page down. And select the puppets. Let's zoom in and let's move this one like this. This one here. And random animations. And go one more time 10 keyframe. Let's copy the first keyframes. And now select the keyframes, make them easy. And select the keyframes again. And hold Alt, let's move to right. Now let's make a loop animation for it as well. And hold Alt, click here, press here, and property, loop out. Okay, nice. And go down solo. Let's see. Okay, nice. And now go to here and select hand 4, press P, make position keyframe. Let's go to here. Let's move to like this. Select keyframes and easy is. And go 10 keyframe. And let's move it to down like this. And go one more time 10 keyframe. Let's copy this keyframe and select keyframes and hold Alt, move to right and copy them and paste like this. And now select the keyframes, go to keyframe interpolation and change this to linear. Let's check the hand 4 again. Let's go to here and let's move to up like this and copy it and paste for all the keyframes. Let's see now. Okay, this one is more better. And now select hand 5, go to solo, and go to first second, let's select puppet pin again, and let's make puppets for it as well. Nice, and press U, go to 10 keyframe, and select puppets. Let's move it to like this, and go one more time 10 keyframe. Let's copy this one, and select keyframes, make them easy, and hold Alt click here to make loop, and go to property, and loop out. Now select keyframes and hold Alt, move to right, and go to unsolo. And now press P, and let's go to here, make position keyframe, go to here, and let's move it to down like this. Select keyframes and make them easy, and go to the last keyframe and go 10 keyframe. Let's move it to down a little bit. Okay, this one is good. And go one more time 10 keyframe. Let's copy this one to it. And select keyframes, go to keyframe interpolation and change current settings to linear. Press OK and hold Alt, move to right, and copy the keyframes, and let's paste again. Let's check it again. Let's select hand 5 again. Let's press U and select puppet 3 keyframe, and let's move it to up a little bit because it's too much fast. Okay, now let's check it. Okay, this one is good. And now lastly, let's select hand 6, go to solo, and let's make puppets for it. Go to first second and select the puppet, and let's make puppets like this for each finger. Okay, it's done. Now press U and go 10 keyframe. Let's give animation to these fingers. And go 10 keyframe again and copy the first keyframes. Now select keyframes and make them easy. And let's make a loop for each of them again. Go to property and loop out. Hold Alt click here and property, loop out. Okay, nice. And now select the keyframes and hold Alt, move to right. And let's make a random animation for it as well. Select random keyframes of fingers, and let's hold Alt, move to right, and this one, to right, and this one. Now let's see. Okay, nice. And now select hand 6 again, press P, make position keyframe, go to first second, let's move it to down like this. Select keyframes and make them easy. And go to here, let's go 10 keyframe, let's move to down like this. And go one more time 10 keyframe, let's copy this keyframe. And select keyframes, go to keyframe interpolation change current to linear and hold Alt, let's move to right and copy the keyframes and let's paste like this. Okay, nice. Now let's check it. Okay, this one looks good. And now let's give a fake camera animation. Let's make a null object. And let's double click here to move the anchor point to the center. And go to align. Let's move to center. Let's close the keyframes of hands. And select these hands. Let's link to ground 1. And select this ground 1 and 2. Link to this null object. And select this house. Let's link to ground 1. And this 3 left and 3 right, let's link to ground 1 again. And let's link this moon, let's link to null. And okay. Now select this null, press S, let's make scale keyframe and go to the end. Let's make it 110. Or maybe 105. Okay, let's see. Okay, nice. Now select this 3 left and 3 right. Let's go to first second and press B, make position keyframes. Go to the end, select this 3 left, let's move to left. And 3 right, let's move to right like this. Let's see. Okay, nice. Okay, now I have a bat layer like this. I'm gonna use it in my animation. And select this bat, let's move to down. Let's move it to behind the house. And let's move here. And go to solo. Let's press here because it's really dark and I can't see it. And go to pan behind. Let's move the anchor point here. And press R. And let's change the rotation. Okay. And now go to pen tool again. Let's make pen for this, for the wing animation. And go 10 keyframe. Let's change it like this, and this one like this, and body to up. Let's press U to see keyframes, and go 10 keyframe again with holding shift and page down. Let's copy the keyframes and Ctrl V. Select the keyframes and make them easy. And let's make a loop animation for it as well. Hold Alt, click here, and go to there, property, and loop out. Let's do the same for all of them. Okay, nice. And now let's see. Let's select keyframes and hold Alt, move to left to make it speedily. Okay, nice. And go down solo. And let's press P, make position keyframe for bat. Go to the end. Let's move it to here. Let's see. Okay, nice. And now select this bat, Ctrl D for duplicate. Let's make a random animation for it. Press P and change the position keyframes. Let's select keyframes and move to down. And press S, let's change the scale. Let's make it 90. Or maybe 80. Okay, let's see. Okay, nice. And let's copy it again to make it random bat animations. Okay, it's done. Now let's check it in our animation. Nice. And now let's check this null object. Let's go to first second and hold shift press P, make position keyframe and go to the last second. Let's move it to right. Okay, this is good. Let's see. Nice. And now let's close this null object. Let's make a text to here. Let's press Ctrl T, or you can do it from here. Let's make a text like this and write Happy Halloween. And select this text. Let's change the font. I have a font like this, so I'm gonna use it. Okay, nice. Let's change the color. And now go to FX presets. Let's search for gradient ramp. Okay, let's use it in our text. And let's change the colors. I'm gonna use one this and the second color red. Okay, let's change the gradient ramp places. Now let's move this one to here. Nice. And now go to the window, Animation Composer 3. If you don't have Animation Composer 3, I have already made a video how to get it. You can check it in my description below. And now let's go to Starter Presets, go to Text Layer, Animate Characters, and I'm gonna use this one. Let's press in. And let's close it. And select this text, let's move to right. Let's go to first second and select this text. Let's link it to null object. Let's see now. Okay, it's a little bit fast. Let's move this one to right. Let's see. Nice. Select this text, go to FX presets. Let's search for CC Light Sweep. Let's add it. And go to here. Let's change the light sweep direction. Let's make it like this. You can change it however you want. And let's change the color. Let's make it orange. And I'll make a center keyframe. Let's move it to left. And press U to see keyframes. And go to here. Let's move it to down like this. Select the keyframes and make them easy. Okay, let's see. Nice. And now let's add one more time CC Light Sweep. Let's double click here. Let's change the direction same as the first one. And let's move it to right. Let's make a center keyframe, go to here and move it to the left. And let's make the same color as the first one. And press U again and one more time. Let's select the keyframes and make them easy. Let's see. Okay, nice. And let's change some animation in our light sweep. Let's change the size because it's really thin. So for that, let's go to middle and let's change the sweep intensity. Let's make it 40 or 45. And let's do the same for our second effect. Let's change it 45. Okay, let's check it. And lastly guys, I'm gonna use the smoke effect that I created in my previous video. You can check it from my description below how to create it. And now let's add it to our composition. Okay, nice. And now go to pen tool. Let's mask like this. and like that. Nice. Okay, now let's check it. Nice, it really looks good. So guys, thanks for watching my video. Please don't forget to subscribe channel and leave a comment in my video. See you in the next videos.